Okie dokie, here we go. Probably gonna do maybe one more hour and a half before I quit playing the game. But I do intend to finish playing this game in another stream. And I do intend to play all the Metroid Prime games this month, because it is the March of Metroid. I don't care if it's not a thing, I'm gonna make it a thing. March of Metroid. Hashtag March of Metroid. 2017. 2018, I mean. There we go. Did it right. I'm just gonna make it a thing every year. March of Metroid. Because I love me Metroid. I really don't want to use missiles on these guys because I have so few right now. Playing on hard mode was a great idea. It means I'm strapped for resources. Except not really. Because this game's still not really that hard. I say as I step into some lava that I could have totally avoided. Oh, yep, there's a puzzle in this room. Do. Oh, wait, not there. Three nearby power con. Ah, yeah, that's right. I gotta use power conduits. Boink. Hey. There we go. Then there's one over here. Oh, wow. Bow wow. Alright. And then I also want to come up with like some slightly better visuals for my stream. Because I mean, as it is now, it's pretty basic. Because I only just really started streaming again after a very long time not even really recording videos or doing anything like that. So I mean, I tried to make it look nice as opposed to just leaving black space in where it's all letterboxed. I wanted to put in like some nice Metroid art, which is actually the inside art of the Trilogy Collector's Edition box. Somebody out there made a wallpaper of it. And I've been using it as my wallpaper, and it's a very nice wallpaper. March of Metroid! Alright, here we go. And then after I do the main 3 Prime games and write reviews of them for my review blog, maybe I'll do the other Metroid games. Or maybe I'll do some other Metroid games. I can't really do the DS ones. I don't have a 3DS recorder. Although I could buy Hunters through the Wii U eShop, I guess. I think Pinball's also available on the Wii U eShop, so... Metroid Prime Pinball is just one of those games I feel is criminally underrated. I love that game. It's the dumbest thing, but it's great. Whoop, whoa. Oh boy, these things that are so easy to dispatch because you just shoot them a million times after they pop out of the ground. Oh goodness, it actually shot me. What is... Oh, it's the pummel spore. I got back up. Do the crates have extra health on hard mode? That seems like a weird thing to add to hard mode, but it could be a thing. I'm pretty sure its mouth wasn't even open when I shot it. Okay. Hey, I'll take it. Oh god, lava! We'll be back in this room much later to pick up a much needed power-up. Oh no, whatever will I do? Welp. I gotta appreciate a game that lets you do, like, cool environmental stuff like that. It's just neat. Oh. Whoop. God, I hate these things. Go away. Oh. Eh. There we go. Woo. Whoop. And then slide down. Oh, wait, I can just shoot that. Get wrecked. Oing. And then just climb up here. It always feels like there's something hidden in that room, but there never is. There never is. And it drives me crazy every time. Alright. So, instead of going back to Talon Overworld right now, I want to do some stuff in Phendrana. So we're going to make our way over to Phendrana, just because there are things that we can do in Phendrana. Whoa, hey. Ouch. Ow. Whoa. Besides, we want to work our way around this way, because there is a thing I want to do. Because the next thing we got to do is we have to go to the Chozo Ruins, but we got to go there a certain way. Ouch, lava, who cares? We got to return to the Chozo Ruins a certain way so that we can do a certain thing. And that certain thing is picking up a Chozo artifact. And also fighting some of the most annoying enemies in the game. Oh boy. Oh, no more turrets in this area. Now it's just flying space pirates. Because it turns out this is actually one of their geothermal power stations. I guess they're tired of me running through the area like I own it. Okay. So we're gonna go to the Chozo Ruins, Phendrana Drifts, through here. Because now that we have the Spider Ball, there's a smorgasbord of things we can collect. Woohoo! And to be perfectly honest, we need all the things we can get in hard mode. I mean, I used up all my missiles fighting Thardus. I need the fighting chance. Did you? I think we'll finally have enough missile expansions to break 100. Have I mentioned before that I love this music? Because I love this music. Let's see, there's a spider ball track right around here somewhere. Yep, gotta blow that up. And then scan it. And that opens up the spider ball track. There we go. Alright, way to go. And that gets us a missile expansion. Ouch. And then there is another thing that we can get now. Another missile expansion, actually. Oh, hey, still worked out. Neat. Jump up a bit higher. Where do I go for that one? Oh, yep, I just go straight to the ice ruins east. Okay, cool. Ouch. So I believe Thardis is actually kind of like the halfway point of the game. Oh boy. Oh man. Alright, come on. Come on. Okay. God, I hate fighting these things. This is so much easier with the plasma beam. Because even though, like, they absorb beam weapons, plasma beam still does a shitload of damage because it's a fire-type weapon. Yeah, that used considerably less missiles than just firing them with the rapid-fire technique, so yeah. Super missiles are the way to go. Alright, cool. Yep, there is a spider ball track over here. Yep, here we go. It gives us another missile expansion, and I believe with that we have broken the 100. Alright, now we're going to return to Talon Overworld. Chozo Ruins. Oh damn. Going crazy. And we will not be back in Phendrana for quite some time. Wait. No. We're gonna be back in Phendrana literally right after we're done in Chozo Ruins. Never mind. When I said quite some time, I meant right away. My bad. It's been so long since I played this game. You can tell that it's... I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. Even though I have a pretty decent idea of what I'm doing. I just keep on thinking I'm doing things out of order or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just confusing. Oh, come on. Just give up and blow up. Some. Oop. Pull up some crates. Get some missiles. Emphasis on some missiles. This isn't the way I want to go. Is it? Huh? Yeah, it is. Huh. Really going mental. Oh, gotta wait for them, yeah. I will admit, I don't like those fire things. They just kind of slow the game down for no particularly great reason. Oh, those things are immune to super missiles. Wish I'd have known that before I accidentally locked onto one and fired a super missile at it. Oh well. these things happen. Oh, come on, there we go. Yeah, I really don't feel like dealing with that today. No, sir. There we go. Alright. To Talon Overworld! And then from there to Chozo Ruins! Donk. And I believe now... Yeah! This is the good stuff right here. Talon Overworld Depths. I remember my first time playing through the game, and like the first time hearing this tune playing, and I was just like, wait a minute, they're playing different music. They keep... That like never happens in a video game, like ever. So like the fact that like they were playing like totally different music for an area I had been to before, like just to like make it clear that yeah, you're like in serious badass territory right now. Like that was just really awesome. It's one of my favorite things about this game. Ah, man. Good stuff. Ooh. Triple kill. Yep, and here it is, just out in the open. Space pirates still haven't found it yet. Clearly not very good at what they do. Whoop. Oh, 5 short. Damn it. One thing I like about this game is that you can see like the water droplets like splashing on like her arm and her arm cannon. If you look straight up, rain. Ah, man. I just love this game. Everything about this game. It's wonderful. So, like, crazy thing. There's like a part in this song where I swear to God I always hear Samus, like, do her death scream. I know it sounds weird. I mean, like, really weird. But it's always at one particular part of the song. I don't know if we're gonna hear it again anytime soon, but basically I think the reason I hear it is because I used to, well, I still do. I have that Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest disc that people got if they pre-ordered the Wind Waker. And, like, that disc was one of my favorite things in the world because, oh my god, it's Ocarina of Time on the GameCube. What? And Ocarina of Time was, like, one of my favorite games at the time. But I also had the Master Quest. And I was just like, whoa, this is cool. It's Ocarina of Time, but with more bullshit. But, oh, yeah, now I know how we're gonna break 100. So, also on that disc were a bunch of like promo videos for other Nintendo games. I say a bunch of, there were 7. One of them was just the hot clips, which was just like a whole bunch of like Nintendo games, just like rapid fire, like one right after the other, like check this shit out, check this shit out. It's like Super Mario Sunshine, look at this, we got Metroid Prime, look at this, we got Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, look at this, we got Project Gotham, look at this, we got 007 GoldenEye or Nightfire, just like game after game after game after game. But one of them was also Metroid Prime, and it just plays, you know, clips of the game while Talon Overworld Depths is playing, and like at one specific point, like it has like Samus die, and for some reason it just syncs up with the music so well, and like the sound in the music so well that now whenever I like listen to that tune, I hear the death scream. I have no idea why. Well, I mean, I just explained why, but like I'm pretty sure it's not mixed into the actual track, so I guess it's kind of like Sunset Heights from Sonic Forces, like when they first revealed like that footage, which we had no idea how bad it was going to be back then, but when they first revealed that footage of like Sonic running through the town, like the sirens in the background sounded like they were just part of the song. And it made me kind of sad when they actually weren't part of the song, and so they aren't actually part of the official like track in the game, which makes me sad. They're just part of the background sound, so you have to like mix it yourself if you want it, which is kind of a bummer. Other videos on that Legend of Zelda disc included Wario World, which really made me want the hell out of the game because it's just a montage of Wario beating the shit out of everything while just laughing at them. It's great. A Link to the Past and Four Swords, which that was a pretty good trailer. A Wind Waker one, obviously. That was also a really good trailer. That really made me want the Wind Waker because it seemed like an awesome game just based on that trailer alone. 1080, which... whatever. And F-Zero GX. Oh, the F-Zero GX trailer, I loved it. The music, just everything about it was just so good. It was great. And then F-Zero GX came out, and not only was it fucking hard, but it's also just, like, oh my god, I love the cutscenes in that game so much. They're so over the top and stupid. And yet also so subdued. Like, Captain Falcon, he never yells in the game. He like barely raises his voice over like a dull roar. It's amazing. And yet he's still somehow like so over the top. Like he gets challenged to a race by God. And he's just like, you know who I am, right? I mean, I'm Captain Falcon. You can't beat me. And sure enough, he beats God in a race. So good. Oh, I love that game so much. Hard as hell. Worst bullshit. Trying to unlock the AX tracks is akin to masochism. But still. It is a great game, if only because it has a power ballad to Captain Falcon. With beautiful lyrics, too. Like, the power ballad to Captain Falcon... I love it. I would just look up the GX credits theme on YouTube. It's amazing. And all the other cutscene music, which never got an official soundtrack release, and that makes me sad, because the cutscene music in that game was amazing. Like, such good stuff, and it never got an official release. It's impossible to like, oh, goodness. I wonder what that could have been. It's impossible to like remove the sound effects from the cutscenes. Like, it makes me so sad because I just love the music from those cutscenes. Like, it upsets me. It upsets me a lot. Oh, So these are the most annoying enemies in the game. The Chozo Ghosts. They are immune to all attacks except Power Beam based ones. So I mean you can use like you can use super missiles to kill them. I mean that's the one saving grace about fighting these things is that you can hit them with super missiles, because otherwise these fights they would take forever. But yeah, they always they lock the doors. Well, I think they only lock the doors here. In other places they don't lock the doors. But I mean they just dart around the room constantly. They're a huge pain. They constantly break your target lock because they can turn invisible. They can travel through walls. They do that, which also breaks your charge, which is ever helpful. They have a tendency to just jump right in your face and then hit you, and then oh no, you lost your charge because they stunned you. Yeah. Nobody likes fighting these guys. They're god damn it. And I mean, you can still hit them while they're invisible. It is possible, but you can't track them with the thermal visor either. Like, you gotta wait until you... Okay, this is... They also make the room dark, because, that's great. And they change the music to this, which, after a while, gets pretty tiresome, because it's one of the most repetitive tracks in the game. God damn it. Okay, that's another one. Where are you? Okay, whoa. Oh, yep. Come on. Where'd he go? All the way, what? And they have a lot of health, too. So, it's just a smorgasbord of, all the best parts of making the worst enemies in the game. I hate them. And that's the Chozo Ghosts. And unfortunately, they appear a lot in the Chozo runes from now on. But after you defeat them, you get a new Chozo artifact. The Artifact of Wild. It also unlocks that door, so now you can totally loop around the Chozo ruins as much as you want without having to worry about being trapped. Although if you go back into that room, I'm pretty sure the ghosts respawn. Most irritating fucking things in the game. Oh my goodness. There's still venom weed in here. Normally all the venom weed goes away after... All the venom weed in the rest of the Chozo ruins actually goes away after you cure the water. This is all the venom weed that's left. I did get the scan. Okay, that's good. I'm pretty sure Chozo ghosts appear in this room, actually. I'm gonna jump down here and there's gonna be ghosts. And this is one of the worst rooms to fight them in. I hate this. No. No ghosts? No ghosts? Sweet. I guess it is safe to say that I am afraid of a ghost. Okay, I do want to go around. Actually, I will visit there later. I will visit there later because I don't want to have to backtrack there twice. So just gonna do it once later after I get another item. Cyan Champion. Is that who I think it is? Because if so, hey! There we go. I mean, you can get up here with like a double bomb jump, but it's hard. Probably, huh? Well. Either way, thanks for joining us. Having a great time playing Metroid Prime. That rhymed. As did that. Oop, okay. Yep. Zoop. Alright, so now we can go up the spider ball track, which, you know, see at the, like, way beginning of the game. Oh, and, yeah, okay, yeah. They respawn, but they disappear after a short while, so wow, they really don't give you a whole lot of time. It's a lot easier in the Wii version, because you can just do the, jump ball by shaking the Wii remote. Okay. Oh, God. There we go. Got all that taken care of. Ooh. Some Chozo lore. So there's a big puzzle in this room that we can't do yet. So we will just move on into a very deep part of the Chozo ruins. We've pretty much explored the entirety of them by this point. There's really only a few rooms left. Oh, and there's a lot of Chozo lore in this room. There's 3 different entries. What's really nice is that as soon as you scan the lore, the wall stops shimmering, so you don't have to worry about checking. Oh man, did I already scan it? Nope. Don't gotta worry about that at all. Okay. Oh, that's an ice door. Seen a lot of ice doors lately. I wonder what we're gonna get next. Whoop. I love doing that. I really hope there's a lot of awesome boost ball shenanigans in the next Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime 4 will not be a Metroid Prime game without crazy boost ball shenanigans. And spider ball shenanigans. Just morph ball shenanigans. Whoa. That's another reason Metroid Other M failed. So much potential for good morph ball shenanigans. Like awesome melee morph ball shenanigans. Like you're fighting a dude and like you punch him and then you turn into a morph ball and use the boost ball to like uppercut him. Like in the intro to Metroid Prime Hunters. Like, that would have been so cool. Just alright, shoot, run up, punch, morph ball, boost, uppercut, like right through the jaw while like laying like 50 bombs or some shit like that. Basically, Nintendo should... Ah. No, okay, I missed it. Basically, Nintendo should hire me to come up with all their ideas forever. And just pay me money to come up with ideas, Nintendo. Like, I will come up with all the best ideas. There we go. I did it right this time. There's a missile expansion for my efforts. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's it for this room, actually. Missile door. Is there anything over here? No. No, it is not this room, it is another room that has the thing. Right. Where is it this room that has the thing? I'll know it. Nope, this room is not the one that has the thing. Okay, cool. Oh. Chozo ghosts are in this room. Yeah, that's right. Fortunately, there is a missile station right here. One of like 4 in the game. There's one here in the Chozo Ruins. Then there's one in another area later in the game. One in another area way later in the game. And then Samus's ship counts. Alright, let's get this over with. Ghosts. Fortunately, only seems to be the one ghost. Yeah! And fortunately, if the missile passes through them and you're able... Oh, wait. Oh. Whoop. Noises. Boom. When you only have to fight one of them, they're not so bad. But when you have to fight 3 of them at once, it's pretty obnoxious, and I hate them. I hate them forever. They're the worst. Alright, ice door. So many ice doors. Oh, hey. I mean, I'm already full up on energy, but might as well. Steering. And then this unlocks those. Oop. Okay. So this is one of those rooms that has like a bajillion puzzles in it. But obviously you shoot the purple one with the wave beam. You'll shoot the white one with the ice beam. So actually the Chozo ghosts are, they are actually driven insane. The Chozo ghosts were driven insane because, the Chozo who came to live on Talon 4, which is the planet we're on right now. I'm about to just go into a whole lot of Chozo lore because I don't really have anything more interesting to talk about at this moment. They came to the planet like way long ago. They actually split apart from like the Chozo who raised Samus, but they didn't know Samus. This is like way before Samus was like even born or anything like that. They split apart and they came to Talon 4, and then they decided, you know what, we kind of want to like forsake all our crazy future warrior technology that we came up with, so let's just like live in peace with nature and stuff. And they got so good at it, they actually ascended to a higher plane of existence. They like legitimately like found their Zen Nirvana like world. Like they just legitimately ascended. And because of this, they were able to like see into the future and like get all these crazy like psychic abilities and all this. And they were like, man, this is really cool. And then they saw the future, and it's like, well, shit. That's a meteor heading to our planet, and it's going to ruin everything. And indeed, when the meteor hit, they couldn't do anything about it. And it hit so hard, it brought them crashing down from their, like, astral plane selves. And that meteor was loaded with Phazon, which they called the Great Poison. And the thing about Phazon is it, like, corrupts everything it touches. And, like, either, like, drives it insane, or, like, turns it into more Phazon or whatever. So the Chozo ghosts are actually, like, the spirits of these formerly ascended Chozo that have been driven insane due to Phazon corruption. So that's why they just attack whatever they see. But they especially hate people. They especially hate people who they see as desecrating their artifacts. Which is why they tend to appear in like the Chozo ruins, or where you find Chozo artifacts. So that is why the Chozo ghosts attack Samus. Because they cray, yo. Oh, shoot. I got the thing to solve another puzzle. I got the ice beam! Yay! Oh, hey, Eloise. Give him! Oh god, there's 3 of them, aren't there? Damn it! Oh, this is the worst. Oh, I hate this. Ah, god damn it. Ah, why? Whoa. Oh, good. What? Oh boy. Oh boy. Not what I wanted to do, even remotely. Oops. Okay. Damn it. This probably just looks like a lot of static and craziness. Why did I not hit what the fuck? Actually legit mad right now. Oh god, oh god. Actually, it's Ridley, not Ripley. Samus was inspired by Ripley. Oh, for a second I thought the ghost went away. Sometimes they just go away after a while, too. Like, they're just like, whatever. We scared you. Boo. But they're there. Got him. Nah, it's alright. I mean, you were close enough. I mean, Ridley, they're pretty much similar, and like they both alien related. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. So yeah, Ridley, the reason Samus does not like Ridley is because Ridley was the one who led the assault on her human colony when she was a kid, and actually like directly killed her parents like right in front of her. So that's why Samus really hates Ridley. But yeah, I could go on and on forever about like Metroid lore, which maybe I'll do that if I ever just have a point where I don't have anything interesting to talk about. It just seems to be coming up fairly often now that the game kind of runs itself at this point. Actually, we're going to be traveling to Phendrana Drifts again here soon. Yeah, I don't want to go. Well, maybe I do want to go through here. I'm going to go through here. And no, I'm not. That is just another goddamn hallway. Maybe this hallway has a thing. This hallway will not have a thing. I'm not going through that hallway. I don't want to fight more ghosts. I am afraid of yo ghosts. I'm just gonna go this way. Alright, I gotta get back up there, so here we go! Oh, nope, wrong one. Yeah, the game is pretty much like you described it, part FPS, part platformer. Very exploratory with like lots of backtracking and visiting previous areas with new abilities to find new things. It is pretty much a 3D translation of the old 2D games, especially Super Metroid. Like, the tutorial level you mentioned, it's pretty much an expanded version of the, like, tutorial of Super Metroid, actually. Just with, like, a paradigm shift. In Super Metroid, it was the space pirates who attacked the Ceres space station and, like, wrecked it, and then it blows up. Whereas in this game, in Metroid Prime, you're exploring a space pirate space station that got destroyed. And it's the space pirates who are dying on that space station. And then it blows up, and like in both cases you meet Ridley, and then you go to the planet to chase after Ridley. So, and then like this area that we're in right now, Talon Overworld, is pretty much like Crateria, which is the landing zone in Super Metroid and the landing zone in this game as well. But I'm in the wrong spot, so I need to go back and take the other elevator. Because there are 2 elevators in that area we was just in. But yeah, part first-person shooter, part platformer, all action. Actually, it's funny, this is the least action-oriented of the series. So, Samus's power suit was given to her by the Chozo because after she was orphaned, some very kind Chozo picked her up and took her to Zebes, which is the planet that you explore in the first Metroid game. So the Chozo like pick her up and like infuse her with part of their DNA, so that's how she has like superhuman agility and strength. And they also give her her Chozo battlesuit, which she uses to become a bounty hunter, and she takes on all kinds of crazy, impossible missions. Her suit is kinda part psychic, part technology. It's most apparent in Other M, where it's actually like powered by her concentration, but Other M is so full of self-contradictions that I wouldn't really use it as a good source. But I mean, like, part of it is like a metaphysical thing, and part of it is like actual like armor. It's kind of like a combination of both. The Chozo were good at technology and also psychic abilities. It's kind of weird. Space Jesus birds, I guess, is the best way to explain it. Ridley keeps coming back because the space pirates basically keep cloning him. He also has a crazy regenerative ability. Basically, he can regenerate by eating things. He can regenerate by eating living creatures. Apparently. In this game explicitly, he's a cyborg. He's enhanced with like cybernetic parts, like biomechanical, all sorts of things, and Phazon. So that's how he came back to life in this game, at least. In Other M, he was a clone, like straight up just a clone. But I think in like Super Metroid, it's just Samus didn't actually 100% kill him. Oh, shooting them while they're down. But yeah, Ridley just basically keeps coming back out of a combination of being cloned and, oops. Being cloned and just being really difficult to kill, pretty much. And then Ridley Infusion is a clone of a clone of a clone. If that makes any sense. So this is actually the crash site of the space frigate we were on at the very beginning of the game. Oh god, I can't see anything. Oh god. We can't do anything here yet. Mostly because a lot of it's underwater and we need something to travel underwater. But yeah, this is actually the crash site of the frigate Orpheon. And it crashed that far away from where we landed. So how the space pirates still haven't seen Samus' ship, I have no idea. But now, look at this stuff. So this is the Phazon compound that the space pirates are using for all their crazy biological experiments. Don't touch it. It is extremely damaging. It does like the most damage out of any hazardous material in the game. It does more damage than lava, more damage than poison. It's just super. The space frigate Orpheon is it's a space pirate ship. Actually, I think you spelled Orpheon correctly, but you misspelled frigate. But I mean, it's alright. It's one of 3 space pirate ships that are mentioned by name in one of the space pirate lores in this game. One of 3 space pirate ships that escaped Zebes. The Orpheon is like a research station that started orbiting Talon 4, which is the planet we're on right now, and doing experiments with the Phazon that can be found on Talon 4 because it has crazy like mutagenic properties. So the space pirates have been doing all sorts of crazy experiments with it. Unfortunately, their experiments succeeded too well, and started destroying the station, and that's what draws Samus's attention to the station, because they actually send out a distress signal that she intercepts. So that's why Samus actually investigates the Orpheon. God, I'm completely turned around. I'm going the wrong direction completely. I'm so caught up on explaining cool Metroid lore now. It is actually really fun to talk about this stuff. But yeah, it was just a research station that the space pirates used until it crash landed here, because Samus showed up, blew something up, and then the whole ship just blew up, got caught in the orbit, and fell. So, I have infinite beam ammo. But missiles are limited. You can actually see the missile meter on the right side of the HUD there. But yeah, Samus's beam weaponry is infinite. I think the only game that has limited beam ammo is Metroid Prime 2, which there is actually a story reason for Metroid Prime 2 having limited beam ammo. It's because the beams in Metroid Prime 2 actually aren't fully compatible with Samus's suit. Because they weren't made by the Chozo. Whereas the beams in this game, they were all made by the Chozo, or like reverse engineered by the Space Pirates based off of Chozo technology, so Samus can just pirate it. I just realized I accidentally made a pun. She can pirate technology. God damn it. God damn it, me. Okay, I want to go. Ah. This is the map. It is very confusing to use. Samus Pirates the Pirates is pretty much Metroid Prime 3. And Metroid Prime 2 to some extent. It's... oh god, lava, pain. Ouch. Let's try that again. So, like, the Space Pirates... yeah, this map is, like, fully 3D, and sometimes it's kind of hard to tell if you're, like, looking up or down at it. So, it can be a little confusing sometimes. It is probably the worst part of the game, but at the same time, I really don't know how they could have improved on it, so... Ooh. Boing. Alright, time to work my way across. God damn it. Oh, Breath of the Wild maps. God. Forget the machine maps, the Hyrule Castle map. Good God. I have no idea how to read that thing. It's impossible. Stop falling in lava. Oh, I'm just gonna jump around it. There we go. Nope, I still can't solve the puzzle in that room. I need the grapple beam. I need the grapple beam. Yeah, the interior Hyrule Castle map is pretty much useless. Exterior's okay, but like trying to figure your way out inside the castle is pretty much impossible. But Hyrule Castle is very fun to explore. It is one of my favorite like final dungeons in a Zelda game ever. Like everything about it, I love the atmosphere. I love like exploring it. I love finding like there's like 15 different ways to do it, which is amazing. And the music. The music. Oh yeah, this game's great. And you can get it for 20 bucks along with Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3 with enhanced Wii controls on the Wii U eShop. I think it's still on the Wii U eShop anyway. But yeah, the Wii Trilogy version, you can just buy it on the Wii U eShop for like 20 bucks. And then you can play through all 3 games with enhanced stuff. Like New Game Plus, and 3 different difficulty levels, which there's actually like an easier difficulty level for the first 2 games, and then a extra hard mode as well. Oh yeah, that's right, you have it. It's some good stuff. But yeah, you can play through 1, 2, and 3. And then they all have enhanced Wii controls, so you can just aim with the Wii remote and then move around with the nunchuck, so moving and shooting is a lot easier and all that. It's also in widescreen, which is also very nice. And then a whole bunch of cool extra unlockables, like you can unlock music and stuff, which you can't unlock in this game. I actually really like the Wii remote controls. Well, they each their own, I guess. I think it would be cool if they eventually released... Shoot, do I actually need the plasma beam for this? Yeah, I need the plasma beam. Damn it! I think it'd be cool if they did re-release the games on the Switch and let you pick between point-and-shoot aiming and twin-stick aiming. That'd be really nice. That way we could have the best of both worlds. But yeah, like the only thing missing, like really missing gameplay-wise, is the unlockable original Metroid. Which, I mean, isn't really that big of a loss because the original Metroid's kind of bad nowadays. But aside from that, you can unlock like music, I think more art, a screenshot tool. Oh, this leads back to the pirate compound from earlier. Ouch. You can even unlock the fusion suit for Metroid Prime 1 without having to connect Metroid Fusion like you did in this game. Which, the fusion suit is one of my favorite unlockables in a Metroid game. Yeah, no, leg's something about, like, leg's just kind of something I gotta deal with Twitch streaming, so it's perfectly fine. Oh, shoot, I forgot to scan it. Oh, well, whatever. There'll be more where that came from. Oh, you actually can't get up there. It's funny you say that, because this is like the first time I've streamed in like over a year. But I do plan on doing lots of Metroid streams because it's the March of Metroid. So I'm gonna be doing the 3 main Prime games for sure. So if you want to hear me excited about Metroid games, you're gonna get a lot of me being excited about Metroid games. I tell you what. Oh. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. There we go. Oh, God, another one. Kablooey! Ugh. Got gunk all over my visor. Here we go. Ah, this thing's great. Glider. Gliders are totally harmless. Oh god, here it comes. So this is a Hunter Metroid. They are unique to this game. They only appear in this game. Hunter Metroids never appear in any other game ever because Metroids are weird for a variety of reasons. Oh, art streams sound cool though. I would probably watch that. Get some cool, chill music going on, doing some doodling. That actually sounds like fun. Gotta shoot the stalactite down. Turn it into a stalagmite. Bow. Oop. Here we go. Wait a minute. There's another thing I can shoot down. Can't I? Oh no, I can only shoot that down from the other side. Doi! And now I'm slightly lost. Okay, here we go. Ah, that's a shame. Well, fortunately, well, I don't know. Kind of seems like tablets are getting more expensive these days, actually. Oh, gotta blow these guys up. Warg. Ow. Well, fortunately, he dropped an ultra energy, so I just, like, blew up. So, Metroids are, Metroids are actually artificial life forms. They were created by the Chozo. In fact, Metroid in the Chozo language means ultimate warrior. So, the Metroids were created by the Chozo on the planet SR388. And nobody really knew why the Chozo did that. Just that they did. For some reason, they did. And nobody really knew why until Metroid Fusion. But, turns out Metroids were pretty much the perfect predator. And, like, they literally could not be stopped by just about anything. So the Space Pirates were just like, well, maybe if we can figure out some kind of crazy, like, evil things to do with these, we can take over the galaxy. So the Space Pirates took a whole bunch of Metroids from SR388 and took them to the planet Zebes and started, like, doing all sorts of crazy experiments on them, like trying to figure out how to use them as an energy source, stuff like that. So Samus goes to planet Zebes to shut down the Space Pirate operations there. And then, like, she runs into the Metroids throughout the Metroid Prime games and all that, but they're kind of like a side thing going on. I mean, they're kind of related to the Phazon conflict, but not super really. Until, like, eventually the Galactic Federation is just like, okay, Samus, listen, just go to SR388 and just kill all the Metroids. Just get rid of them all. They're no good. Literally no good. And will never be good. Just blow them all up. So Samus goes to SR388, blows them all up. And while she's fighting them in SR388, she's, like, fighting more evolved forms of Metroids. Like, they advance through, like, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and then Omega. No, Alpha, Beta, Zeta, and then Omega. And, like, Omega Metroids are, like, huge, like, walking on two legs, horrific, like, giant monster things. Like, an Alpha Metroid barely resembles, like, the Metroid that you're probably thinking of right now. Whereas, like, Beta Metroids and then Zeta Metroids are just, like, gradual evolutions of it. Like, they grow legs and, like, weird tentacle things, and, like, they're just kind of, like, horrific creatures. And then there's also, like, a Queen Metroid, too, on the planet that she has to blow up that's actually, like, laying all the Metroid eggs. And the Metroids that most people think about, like the jellyfish things with, like, the claws, those are actually larval Metroids. And the reason Samus never fought any of the other evolutions of Metroid up until SR388 is because Metroids actually evolved differently based on their environment. So they literally could not advance past their larval stage on the planet Zebes. It just wasn't possible for some reason. And that's why Hunter Metroids only appear in this game, because they only appear in an environment like Talon 4. So that's why Metroids kind of do weird things throughout the whole series. But yeah, after she blows up pretty much every Metroid in SR388, she finds one final Metroid egg, and from it, there's a Metroid hatchling. And, like, fresh baby Metroid imprints on Samus and thinks, oh hey, you my mom! But yeah, the baby Metroid just imprints on Samus and just, like, floats around her without attacking her. And this happens in gameplay, too. Like, you just, like, run across a Metroid egg, the egg hatches, and then the Metroid just doesn't attack you. It just kind of floats around you. And it's just like, oh hey! Oh hey! Oh hey! And then this really nice music starts playing that's like, oh, well, this is kind of a cute little thing, I guess. So Samus just hands it over to some scientists and says, here you go. You guys figure out what to do with this thing. And the scientists are just like, whoa, dude. Like, we could use this Metroid to, like, do crazy things. Like, we could, like, bring about, like, crazy advances in technology with this thing. You can't accidentally kill the baby Metroid. You cannot. It just floats around you, and it actually helps you escape SR388. Like, it'll eat, like, these weird blocks that, like, block your path so that you can get out. And it's chirping the entire time. Like, it's just like, you're stuck. I'll help you, ma'am. It's very adorable. And then, like, the music that's playing during that whole part is just so good. Like, everything about it is really good. So, the baby Metroid is now in the hands of a bunch of scientists who just kind of, like, have it in a test tube and are, like, experimenting on it. When the space pirates attack the space station, pretty much immediately after Samus leaves. Like, she's there for 10 seconds, and then the space pirates are just like, herp-a-derp, we got a Metroid now. So they steal the baby Metroid. Samus has to go to the planet Zebes and rescue the planet Metroid. Rescue the planet Metroid. Rescue the Metroid on the planet Zebes. It does eventually. At one point in the game, you run across a massive Metroid. It's like 3 times the size of a normal Metroid. And it almost kills you. Like, nothing works against it. Not even ice attacks, which are supposed to be, like, the ultimate weakness of the Metroid. Nothing works. Metroid just, like, nuts attacks you until you're almost out of health. Because the Metroid hears the warning siren from Samus's suit and goes, oh shit, you're my mom. Because when you're fighting Ridley on the space station, one of the triggers for getting him to actually leave is having low enough health to activate your warning siren. And then Ridley's just like, haha, leaves. So the Metroid actually recognizes you almost as it kills you. And it's just like, oh, well dang. And then it feels guilty and runs away. Cut to later, Samus is fighting the Mother Brain. And, like, Samus almost wins when Mother Brain, like, pulls out this crazy ass, like, giant robot mecha suit thing. Like, it's this horrifying thing and just, like, wrecks Samus's shit. Almost kills Samus when the baby Metroid just comes blitzing in, attaches itself to Mother Brain, just absorbs, like, all the energy, absorbs the Mother Brain's weapon, which is the Hyper Beam, and then attaches itself to Samus and starts giving Samus energy until Samus's energy is completely full. But while it's doing this, it's keeping Samus, like, in a corner so that its body is protecting Samus, while Mother Brain is just, like, throwing attack after attack at the baby Metroid. And then, eventually, at some point, the baby Metroid, like, tries to attack the Mother Brain again in, like, self-defense after Samus is totally charged up and ready to go. And then the Mother Brain's final attack just destroys the Metroid, because the Metroid's become destabilized at this point from taking on so much damage and trying to protect Samus and giving Samus its energy. So that's how the baby Metroid sacrifices its life to save Samus. Fortunately, one of the side effects of the Metroid stealing the Hyper Beam from Mother Brain is that it was able to give the Hyper Beam to Samus. So Samus is able to use the Hyper Beam to just destroy Mother Brain in like 12 shots. Yeah, it is kind of a sad moment. And I feel like it could have been a good trigger for like Samus maybe being a little bit more like, maybe I shouldn't have been like killing the Metroids, because obviously I know now that they are thinking things, which other M's should have kind of like gone in that direction, but it really didn't. So, bleh. But fortunately, the baby Metroid ends up saving Samus's life one more time after that. Samus takes on a mission to go to SR-388 again. And this is when they discover why the Metroids were created. While on SR-388, she's attacked by she like blows up this monster that like is getting ready to attack her and some scientists that she's with. And then like when she attacks the monster, it turns into like this weird like flying goop thing that then just like absorbs itself into her like suit. And she's just like, well, that was weird. Later on, she's on her ship getting ready to like go out and do whatever when she slips into a coma. Like she starts having like, and it's a rough coma. She starts like seizing up and like heart rate like accelerating like super bad, because it turns out this like gelatin thing is actually a like space parasite named X that when it jumps into somebody's body, it multiplies and absorbs the host's DNA, eventually killing the host, and then it is able to take on the shape of the host, along with like its knowledge and intelligence and like all that kind of stuff. Like it's able to just like become like a perfect mimic of the host in just about every way except like their actual like thoughts. Like it just absorbs knowledge and skill, and that's about it. So like the parasite's like basically eating away at Samus's body, and her ship like veers off course and crashes in an asteroid field. Oh yeah, Parasite X, terrifying. Crashes in an asteroid field. Samus is rescued by the Galactic Federation and is barely clinging on to life. Like, and they can't heal her. They can't get her suit off because it's become so integrated with her system that while she's in a coma, it can't be removed. It's like a protective measure. But the suit itself is being corrupted by X2, so like they're just like, what do we do? Cut it off. So they actually surgically remove like parts of her suit, but there are like so many parts they can't because it's just so like embedded in her system, and the X is so embedded in her system that they're just like, well shit, what do we do? Well, turns out they had a cell culture from the baby Metroid preserved, and they're able to use it as a vaccine on Samus, and it turns out the Metroids are the predator of the X. So the vaccine ends up like changing her DNA to that of a Metroid, and as soon as that's done, the X just completely eradicated from her body. Just like 100%. Like instantaneously. But, I mean, there were so many parts of her suit that they had to cut off and like take away and do all this that like her physical appearance has changed. They have to give her a new suit. So many of her abilities are taken away. So they take all the parts of her suit and they send it to the biological space labs to like study it, figure out like what the heck is this stuff. When an explosion rocks the labs, and they're just like, "Well, Samus, you're kind of the only person we can send in right now, so you better go in there." And Samus is just like, "Fine," even though I'm literally at like 1% right now. Fine. I hate this, but fine. They find out that the explosion was caused by an X mimicking Samus. It was able to use the DNA absorbed from her and her suit to become a mimic of her at full strength. So, this is the point where it's like, if you've played previous Metroid games, you know exactly how powerful this thing is, because you used to be this thing. And you also know that because Samus is now part Metroid, and this thing has the Ice Beam, you cannot win. And there are so many points in the game where, like, you drop into a room and all you hear are its footsteps. And when I was a kid, hell, still now, it freaks me the hell out. Just like, oh hey, exploring a room, music stops, footsteps. Jesus Christ. It is not Dark Samus, it is called the SAX. The Samus Aran X. Dark Samus is actually a separate entity related to the Metroid Prime games. It is in fact the titular character of the Metroid Prime games. But yeah, the SAX is just one of the freakiest things. Oh yeah, there's a lot. Like, I could go on for like hours and hours. I mean, like I said, the Dark Samus, she's the titular antagonist of the Metroid Prime series. That's because, like, the final boss of this game is actually the Metroid Prime. And then after you kill it, it becomes Dark Samus. Through, like, all sorts of craziness. And the really cool thing about, like, the Dark Samus thing, like, finding out that Dark Samus with the Metroid Prime is, like, I was able to figure out without actually getting, like, any of the secret endings to the Metroid Prime. So, like, I was able to figure out just based on, like, whoa, so this, and this must mean this. So Dark Samus, let me just get rid of these guys real quick before I explain. Because, I mean, this is a really old game. I don't really consider it super spoiler territory, really. Whoop, whoop. Let me just... There we go. Whoa. It still got rid of my... Okay, here we go. Okay, so Dark Samus. First of all, so the Phazon meteor that crashed on Talon 4, it's what, you know, started corrupting Talon 4 with Phazon, started spreading it everywhere. When the space pirates land here later, they find that there's some, like, crazy life form, like, in the meteor. Like, they figure out a way to get to the meteor. And this is actually lore that you can't find in the trilogy re-release because they removed it. Like, they straight up removed a bunch of the lore for the Wii re-release of Metroid Prime. It actually was removed in the PAL version because Nintendo had no faith in this game when they first released it. So they actually removed a lot of lore from the North American release because they were just like, well, what if it fails? We really don't want it to connect to Metroid that much, so just in case it fails, get rid of a whole bunch, get rid of this and this and this and this and this. And part of that was also part of the explanation for what the Metroid Prime was for some reason. I don't know why they did it that way. It was weird, but so now we're actually exploring the crashed frigate Orpheon, actually. So this is actually one of the coolest parts of the game because, like, this is the... I'm just gonna break off from the lore to explain this really quick because I really think this is cool. Because, like, so many of these areas are, like, recognizable from when you were here when the frigate was still in orbit, and when you were exploring it then. But now it's all, like, crashed and wrecked, and, like, the power's going out and underwater. It's really cool. I really like this part. And the music, too, is really good. But anyway, so, like, the Space Pirates, they managed to break past the shield that the Chozo created to, like, basically keep the Phazon contained, even though it wasn't doing a very good job. They managed to break through, and they find this life form in there that's like a Metroid, but it's like a really mutated Metroid because of the Phazon. So they call it the Metroid Prime, and they're like, wow, this thing is crazy, look at this thing. It keeps, like, assimilating technology. So they're like, well, dang, let's just give it, like, a whole bunch of our technology. So they give it, like, an exoskeleton and, like, missile launchers, and it shows, like, a high capacity for learning. And they're just like, dang, what the heck are we doing? We're creating, like... Are we even going to be able to stop this thing if it decides to not, like, follow our orders anymore, basically, is the dilemma they begin to have. And it manages to escape back into, like, the middle of the impact crater. Where, like, the highest concentration of Phazon is, and it basically just, like, keeps mutating in there. Eventually Samus, like, manages to get into the impact crater and fight the Metroid Prime, which is a two-phase fight. First you fight the Metroid Prime in the exoskeleton, and then you fight the Metroid Prime's core. After you fight the core, the Metroid Prime actually, like, manages to take away part of Samus's suit, because at this point Samus has, like, a bit of Phazon corruption in her suit due to an event later in the game, which the Phazon corruption actually, like, provides protection from Phazon itself, so, like, it's actually really useful. The Prime is able to take away this corruption for itself, but it blows up immediately afterwards. It's like, oh no, why? When the Prime explodes, Samus is just like, well, I guess it's dead now. Turns out, not really, it's not dead, and it resurrects itself as Dark Samus using the like, DNA from Samus's Phazon suit. And it puts itself back together as Dark Samus, basically. So that's Dark Samus. Dark Samus is, like, ridiculously, like, difficult to defeat because it can basically put itself together from, like, ashes, as long as it's able to get, like, a source of Phazon. Some crazy stuff. Oh, there's a, This wasn't here when I explored the ship earlier. Oop. Well, I mean, to be fair, at that point the entire meteor had kind of blown up too. Like, it was basically the context she had was, well, I killed it, it exploded, and then the whole crater exploded, so it's probably dead. But yeah, and yeah, that's where Dark Samus comes from, basically. And it's really explicit in, like, the 100% ending of this game, because if the Metroid Prime games actually have, like, secret endings based on your percentage of things collected. Like, if you collect, like, 70, you get, like, one secret ending, and then if you collect 100, you get, like, the sequel hook ending. And the sequel hook ending for this game is, like, a pool of Phazon, and then, like, a black power suit arm pops out of it with an eye coming out of the palm. Or not the palm, the back of the hand. Like, there's an eyeball in the back of the hand. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, cool. It blew up the other one right next to it. Nice. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there's something behind this door. Nope, it's another one later on. Oh, shoot. I gotta scan one of these guys. These are aqua drones. These are different things. Ah. So, yeah. If you're, like, the kind of person who just, like, loves world building in general, you'll probably like Metroid Prime just because, Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad I was able to help your anxiety poof away. I'm glad I was able to help you chill. But yeah, if you, like, love world building, you'll probably like Metroid Prime just because of the scan visor. Like, pretty much anything in the game that has, like, an orange or a red square on it when you have the scan visor on, you can scan it, and you can just get, like, all sorts of random information. Like, even if it doesn't get added to your logbook, it can still be interesting. Like, oh, hey, this is, like an artistic, like, carving of a warrior or something like that. Or like, oh hey, here's like some Chozo architecture that means this. Like, there's a lot of just like scan visor stuff in the game. Like, the games are just super dense with it. Especially 2 and 3. Like 2 and 3, you turn on the scan visor and the whole world turns into like various shades of red, green, and blue, and it's nuts. Oh yeah, and I might as well show off some of the logbook. Like, there's like all these different things. Like, when you scan creatures, in this game you actually get these like descriptive pictures of them. In the later games you just get 3D models, but yeah, and you can find all sorts of information on them, like how they evolved over time for some of them, like why they evolved the way they are. Like, if you scan a space pirate, it's just like, space pirates are crazy, yo. You can even find, like, information on Samus's, like, suit systems, and she even, like, makes her own personal notes, like, on her suit systems. Like, she's, like, Samus's notes: power beam, shoots really fast. Oh, yeah, Goombella's tattle is one of the best parts of, Paper Mario. Like, the logbook entries don't have as much personality as Goombella's, but that's just because Goombella's, like, Goombella has, like, a lot of personality. This game, like, provides it, like, more as, like, a technical thing, but, I mean, that's kind of, like, the style of the game, so it's kind of cool that way. Oh, I gotta figure out a way to get over there. Oh yeah. Whenever like a bright flash happens near Samus's face, you see her reflection in the visor. And there's all sorts of other things that happen with the visor over the course of the games. Like, it can become glitched out. There's an enemy in Prime 2 that actually hacks your suit systems and forces, like, a crash. so it like covers so it like covers the screen with like static and like kills the frame rate on purpose, and like you see like all kinds of like crazy glitched code and whatnot. This is like my favorite Metroid game, tied with 2. This game does have a few shortcomings. Part of it is that the visuals haven't aged as well as the later games, but that's just because this was like Retro Studios' first project, so like I'm not gonna like super begrudge them that. But also it wasn't quite as ambitious as the later Prime games. Like a lot of this game kind of just riffs from oh, spooky horror stuff, you'd definitely like Prime 2. Prime 2 is practically a horror game. But yeah, a lot of this game kind of riffs from Super Metroid. Like, a lot of the stuff is pretty much just like a remake of Super Metroid. Like I said, like that whole opening bit on the Space Pirate Frigate is kind of like a modernized take on the Ceres Station from Super Metroid. Oop. There we go. And the locales aren't really that creative. It's kind of like the Mario thing where there's like a lava world and there's an ice world and there's a like it's like the worlds, they're still creative. They still look cool. They're just not as creative, you know? Metroid Prime 2 kind of fixes this because it has like super creative worlds. Oh my god, Negasonic, why? Oh my god! Not in the middle of me explaining cool. Hooper Dooper. Oh my god! Hooper Dooper. What's up? Not in the middle of me explaining Metroid lore. Ah! But, Metroid Prime 2, basically, like, improves on a lot of the things this game did wrong in terms of, like, visual design. It's a lot more creative, I think, visually. You, like, especially the third level in the game, the Sanctuary Fortress is, like, one of the coolest, like, designs in a video game ever, I think. But Metroid Prime 2 is definitely a much more challenging game, at least the GameCube version. Like, the GameCube version of Metroid Prime is stupid hard. Like, even like early game enemies take way too much punishment to get rid of. But I think part of that is probably like the direction they went. Like I said, Metroid Prime 2 is a bit more of a horror game, and they get a little more creative with like that kind of thing. Like they create like a legitimately like creepy like intense radiation detected. So this is Phazon. Whenever you're near it, you just hear like radioactive clicking, and you get this weird, creepy music, and it's like, it kind of looks like blood veins of pure, rotten evil, and it's gross and creepy and ugh. Ah, goddammit. But yeah, I like the setting and style and lore of Prime 2 a little bit more, but it does kind of drop exploration a little bit to focus a bit more on combat. I know I got raided. I was warned about the raid. It said I got raided. It said Negasonic is raiding with a party of 3. How dare you? But that's really the only weakness I could think about for like Metroid Prime 2. So maybe the one I like more kind of depends on what day it is, pretty much. But they are both excellent games. It's just Prime 2 kind of went a little extreme on the difficulty, which was fixed in the Wii release. So they made the Wii release a bit easier to handle. If you go with like the lowest difficulty, because like the original game really was just like, ridiculously hard. I remember getting stuck on one boss. I, like, died, like, 8 times in a row before I could beat it. Fuck the Boost Guardian. How do you know I can't see you? I mean, I can't, but, you know. But yeah, I would say if you're interested, definitely, like, give them a shot. I mean, if it's like a thing where you're just, like, not into FPS games, I'm not into FPS games and I really like this game. So, I mean, I can't really speak for everybody on that, but... I can see you, and I don't like the way you're looking at me. Oh, goodness. Oh, gracious me. There we go. I'm pretty sure I heard a power up. Oh, wait. Bendesium. I don't have the thing that can blow up Bendesium yet. Oh shoot, I could have just stopped those turrets by scanning that thing. Oh, well. So this is the Phazon Mines. This is where the bulk of the space pirate operation is. Oh goodness. Speaking of space pirates, here's an invisible one. These invisible guys, you can see them with the thermal visor, and they're not really that hard to deal with because their cloaking system means they can't use energy weapons, so they're stuck to using your sword, to using their sword, rather. Samus doesn't have a sword. I mean, hey, go at your own pace. Like, if it takes you, like, 20 years to get around to playing this game, that's perfectly fine. Come on, jeez. Also, their AI isn't that great, as you may have noticed. Though they do have that crazy spin move. God damn. But fortunately, we can cheese them using wave beam stuns. So it's all good in the hood. For now, we are about to come across some tougher space pirates, unfortunately. And this is kind of where the game is actually going to start getting a little challenging. Up until now, it wasn't too bad. But, I think pretty much up here is when it starts, is when the shit hits the fan. As soon as the space pirate theme kicks in. Oh, yep, here it comes. These, aside from looking kind of freaky, are wave troopers. They're purple, which means they only take damage from purple weapons. Like the wave beam, they are only weak to electricity-based weapons. And unfortunately, they have kind of a lot of health, and the wave beam doesn't really do a whole lot of damage, really. And we don't have the ultra-powerful version of the wave beam quite yet, so... These guys are actually the most annoying to deal with out of all the various elemental troopers. Because, like, charge shots from the wave beam just don't do a lot of damage. And these guys just have a lot of health, especially on hard mode, which is what I'm playing on, because I'm smart. And their beams do a fair amount of damage, actually, yeah. And they just run around. The homing on the wave beam doesn't seem to really be that trustworthy right now. But yeah, they're just the most annoying to deal with. Because, I mean, there's a variant for like every single beam in the game. Is there a way to open this? Ah, Bendesium again. Damn it. There's a trooper for every single element in the game, but, god damn, more shadow troopers. Ah! Get out my face! But, I mean, against power troopers, you can just use super missiles. Against ice troopers, you can just freeze them and then shatter them with a missile if you use a charge shot. So, like, they're, like, the easiest out of them all. And then plasma troopers, because the... Whoa! Got stuck there. Like, the ice beam is super useful because of that. And then plasma troopers, the plasma beam just does a lot of damage naturally, and it does burn damage on top of that. Like, you can hit enemies with burn, basically, like an RPG. So, oh, pirate data. I really want to get the one pirate data that shows what the pirates were trying to do with Samus's suit systems. Because there is a single scan log in this game where the space pirates are like, alright, we're gonna try and recreate Samus's suit technology. It does not end well for them. And it's like my favorite scan log in the game. The space pirates have a lot of personality in these games. Like, especially in 2, where they kind of just get shit on throughout the entire game. Like, they're trying very hard throughout all of 2, but they just get, like, the worst luck. It's like, aw, man, we got shot down by the Galactic Federation. Aw, man, Dark Samus keeps stealing our stuff. Aw, man, now Dark Samus and Samus are here. Man, why? Why is this happening to us? Why? Plus just little things like, don't use Metroids as target practice. Don't take Metroids home as pets. Don't feed Metroids pet treats. Don't. Oh, here's a good one. Bioform Samus Aran has made planetfall on Talon 4. The Hunter is among us. All units are hereby ordered to attack Aran on sight. Terminal force is authorized. Report all sightings of Aran to Security Command at once. Like, stuff like that. It's just really cool. And, like, I'm pretty sure there's even a scan, like, later on that says, oh, hey, by the way, if you kill Samus and prove it, you're getting, like, double rations for, like, a month. Oh, goodness. So there's the power trooper. Oh. Oh, yeah, that one says report to your battle station. So, yeah, they're definitely, like... They're definitely getting sick of Samus's shit right now. Yeah, see, 2 super missiles and power troopers go down. So much less of a pain than, the, wave troopers. Oh, yep, okay. So this is a pretty simple puzzle. Alright. There's a door behind that one. Oh, come on. There we go. And then there is an expansion of some sort behind one of these other walls. I cannot remember which one. So we're just gonna blow them all up. There we go. Yeah, it looks like enough. Maybe. Samus is definitely one of my favorite characters in video games. Just because she's so cool. By the way, you can actually shoot yourself with this thing if you want. I wouldn't recommend it. I think it does a lot of damage. Alright, one more wall. There we go. Yep. Missile tank. Oh yeah. See, the interesting thing is that in the Prime series, Samus doesn't really say a word. It's more her actions that speak for her. Like, in Prime 2, you can actually, like, find, like, these Galactic Federation trooper logs. And, like, one of them, like, one of the first ones you find is, like, this person who's just like, wow, this person will not shut up about this, like, bounty hunter who, like, blew up a whole planet of space pirates. I mean, if this person wants to believe in Santa Claus or Samus Aran, whatever, just, like, shut up about it. You later find the log of the person who would not shut up about Samus going like, I can't believe this. I'm stuck on another, like, patrol duty. This wouldn't happen to Samus. She'd be out there kicking ass and taking names. This is bullshit. Like, it's so funny to, like, read this Galactic Federation trooper log about somebody fangirling over Samus. But, in Metroid Fusion, Samus actually monologues throughout the game quite a bit. And it's not bad monologuing like Metroid Other M. It's good monologuing. Like, it actually advances the plot and provides, like, context for a lot of things. It's really well done. But, yeah, Samus's personality throughout Fusion is actually pretty cool, because you find out all sorts of things about her. Like, she actually hates taking orders. That's why she became an independent bounty hunter, because she just doesn't like taking orders from people. But there was one commanding officer that she, like, totally respected, named Adam, and she was just, like, she respected Adam, like, so much that, like, she had, like, kind of a rapport with him. Like, Adam would call her lady as, like, a sign of, like, dignification. Like, any objections, lady? And Samus would just be like, nope, I'm good with the mission. And in fact, like, Samus had such a bond with Adam that just because her new computerized ship reminds her of him, she names the ship after him. Even though the ship doesn't have a name. Even though the ship, for all she knows, is just, like, an unthinking, unfeeling AI. She names the ship after him, just, like, out of respect and a little bit of irony, is the way she describes it. Oh, god damn it, another wave trooper. But she also, like, muses about, like, the SAX. Like, if the SAX ever realizes its full potential, the universe is doomed. But I can't face it right now. This thing just, like, I can't win. Alright, time to get the grapple beam pretty soon, I think. Not yet? No, not yet. Oh, right, I gotta get power bombs first. Fusion's definitely a good one to look up a long play for. It's the most story-heavy game. And it has, like, the most insight into Samus's personality. Though there's other things, like, we're probably gonna get, like, the first secret ending of this game that will provide a little insight into Samus's personality. I was not planning to stream for this long, but I'm actually just having a lot of fun. It's a good thing I don't have work until, like, 6 in the afternoon tomorrow. I sense a trap. Nice try, space pirates. Next time, don't hide in a vent full of poo gas while there's an explosive crate next to it. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Well, I'm glad you were able to raid me, Negasonic. I'm glad you find that important. Oh, that's fair. I plan on uploading all these parts to YouTube anyway, so Oh, shoot, I should scan this guy. So this is actually one of the space pirates' biological experiments on themselves. They've been doing phazon experiments on their own bodies, because they're crazy. Oh god. Fortunately, these guys aren't really that difficult. Their biggest thing is that they have this like energy siphoning thing that lets them absorb energy-based attacks, like basically everything except missiles. But I mean, they're kind of pathetic and they die really fast. Well, that's the end of the boss fight, so see ya, I guess. But thanks for joining the stream anyway. It was really nice just being able to talk about, like, Metroid lore. Just talking about... Oh, this might be the thing. Yes, here it is. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. This is so good. I love this one. Oh my god. Science team is attempting to reverse engineer Samus Aran's arsenal based off of data acquired from her assaults on our forces. Progress is slow, but steady. Command would dearly enjoy turning Aran's weapons against her. We believe we can implement beam weapon prototypes in 3 cycles. Aran's power suit technology remains a mystery, especially the curious morph ball function. All attempts at duplicating it have ended in disaster. 4 test subjects were horribly broken and twisted when they engaged our morph ball prototypes. Science team wisely decided to move on afterward. I love that one. It's so good. Oh, yep, this is another one about Samus. They're just like, Jesus Christ! Who the hell is this person? Ah! Oh, yep. Dead or alive. Huge bounty on Samus's head. Oh, and here's where we learn about the Metroid Prime. So yeah, just like all sorts of crazy shit. This game is so dense. But yeah, that's the... No, they can't. Oh, here are the ice troopers. Oh, I should scan them first. Ow, stop shooting me. Ow, stop shooting me. Oh god, I'm actually running low on energy now. Missiles. Yeah, missiles. No, give me energy, please. Nobody really knows how the morph ball works, actually. It is a mystery to everyone. Oh god. Oh god. Please, give me energy. I want energy. The one problem with the Phazon Mines is, like, that first save point we were at, yeah, it's a long time before you see another one. Like, it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, I'll be sure to get rest. Thanks for joining us! And I hope to see you on a later stream. Good night. Oh, more pirate data. Oh, about the Chozo ghosts. They've been attacking the space pirates. Artifacts, they're basically trying to decipher the key. They're more talking about the ghosts. They're just like, goddamn these ghosts. Alright. It'd be nice if I got some ultra energy from that, actually. Man. Let's see, do the boxes regenerate? No, they don't. Oh boy. Okay. Unless I can find an energy tank, I'm kind of boned until, like, I find a save point, and it's a while. It's a while yet, and there's... I can't get to that one because it's behind a thing I need to blow up with the frickin'... why? Oh, nope. I gotta get out of here. No, 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 no. Poison gas is bad. Yep, there's another fight in here. Oh god, no. And it's a wave trooper. The worst one. Oh god, what hit me? Oh god, somebody's shooting me from over there. Ah, why? Ah, no. Ah. Oh, it's another wave trooper. Dash back and forth, dash back and forth. Jukes, jukes, jukes. Oh, power troopers. Good thing those guys are easy to get rid of. Goddamn. Yeah. I don't care if it isn't fair. I will fight them from up here because I don't want to die and have to do all this over again. Oh god, there's another power trooper down there. Oh boy. There was a wave trooper down here, wasn't there? Where'd he go? Oh god, no. Oh. Ha. Wait a minute, what? Did that go through the... Oh, no, it didn't. It was just weird looking. I don't want more missiles. I want... freaking... Okay. I'm going to unlock the gate. And then I'm going to run up here. Oh! No! Oh. Come on. Okay, got rid of that one. Oh god, oh god. Eh. Is that all of them? That is all of them. And still no energy. Okay. This is actually gonna make the next boss kind of difficult. Come on. Wow. The tiniest energy. Thank you, video game. Ooh, boy. Okay, let's get some... Yep, pirate lore. Ah, that's about the elite. That's like the boss at the end of the area. Fortunately, we don't have to fight him right now, but we will have to fight him later, and that is going to be the worst. Yeah, there's a lot of elite pirates in here. It's important to note that there is a difference between elite pirate and pirate elite. Or omega pirate, I think is it called. Oh wait, is this a room with lots of things that I can get? No, it's not. Damn it, son of a bitch. Don't wake up. Don't wake up. Okay. This is gonna suck. Unless that is the save room right there, which no, it's not. The save room is over there. No, wait. Maybe? I don't know anymore. Nope. Okay. Okay. No, please. No. So this fight is against an invisible robot that you cannot see with any of your technology at all whatsoever, so you can't even like auto aim or anything like that. You just kind of have to aim at like the thing. No, go away. Go away. Okay. It doesn't have a lot of health. Unfortunately, it doesn't do, like, a lot of damage, but it's still... No. I'm not dying to this. No, 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 no. What sucks is you also can't use the dash against it. No, 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 no. Oh. No, no, no. What? Why? Why? Oh god. Okay. Barrels. Please have health. No. Please have health. Why don't you have health? Damn it! So that's the game over screen, and that's what that looks like. Yeah. That stretch between the one save point at the beginning of the phase on mines and the save point that's literally right after that boss fight is like the hardest stretch in the game. Just because it's so punishing. Yep, I think that's where I'm gonna call it. Unfortunately. It sucks that it ended that way, but it happens. I'm playing on hard mode. What was I expecting? So, I want to thank everybody for watching the stream. If you watched the stream at all. Everybody who watched the stream, even if you're not here. If you watched the stream even for a little bit, I thank you. Just because, thank you for supporting a great game series like Metroid. And the March of Metroid has only just begun. So, if you want to know when I'm going to stream next, just, obviously become a follower, and you'll be alerted if I stream again, which will happen eventually, sometime. I don't know if it's going to happen tomorrow. Let me look real quick. Probably not going to happen tomorrow. Well, could happen tomorrow. Could happen Saturday. Sunday's the most likely day. But if you want to know for sure, make sure you click that follow button. And yeah, I probably should get a Twitter, shouldn't I? Actually, I have a Twitter. I just don't use it ever. Well, yeah, I can just post in your Discord too. But yeah. Next time I stream, it'll probably be the rest of this game, which there's not a lot left. Pretty much what that boss would have given me. The power bombs, which I would have used to get the grappled, which I would have used to get the plasma, which I would have used to get the Phazon suit, which you use to get the rest of the keys, and then final boss after that. But we're over halfway through the game, so it's no big deal. But again, I want to thank everybody for joining me. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the crazy amount of Metroid lore I was talking about for a while there, because there's going to be a lot more of it. I'm rambling at this point. So, I'll see you all next time for, hopefully, the end of Metroid Prime.